How's it going, guys? Your boy Jetscreamer, FTO, doing it up.
I think that was a murderer.
I know as you guys may notice some of the other videos I've been posting on my page lately. I got two other people joining the FTO crew. You got Ray doing his Arkham War right now. He has more comic books to come. I'm not sure which one they're going to be, but I'm excited to see which ones he does because that last review was very good, in my opinion. So, next up, you got Batwolf Girl. She did the Walking Dead run. She's doing the comparison between the Walking Dead comic to the TV show. I'm really excited to see how this goes down because I never read the comics, so I want to see how they intertwine with each other. So it's nice to watch those. If you guys got anything you want them to review, let them know. Leave them some comments. I'm not sure you guys going to do a haul video. Here it is. This is my haul that I did for this week here. It's a lot of new stuff. Maybe a couple weeks old for some of it. But first off, I want to talk about Superior Spider-Man. Issue number 24. This one here is really fucking good. I was very surprised about how good this really was. It starts off where it left off. So you see Venom inside of Doc Ock Spider-Man, inside of his body. He pretty much getting snared by the symbiote. Flash Thompson's there. That's another guy there who has like electricity powers. I forget who he was. I forget his name. But Flash is pretty much telling Parker, give me back the symbiote. You can't control it. It belongs with me now. Octavius Parker pretty much says that I control this now. You didn't know what this power was. I'm going to use it to its full potential. So he pretty much knocks out Thompson, and he knocks out the electricity guy. And when he does, he calls out his Spider-Man crew and all like his Spider Boss. Like, give me all the crime inside New York. I want to see all the crime inside New York. So he goes around town, stopping muggers, stopping kidnappers, stopping anybody he can possibly see, even guys that are texting and driving. He stops them, slings them out of the way. Also, he gets a call from his girlfriend, his significant other. And she pretty much disturbed by what Aunt May said about her when she first saw her, because apparently she's a little person, and Aunt May just made a face because Parker didn't tell her like what kind of person she really was and stuff like that. But after that happens, it goes a little haywire. He snaps on Aunt May. He just goes crazy on her. A lot of stuff happens after that. I can't tell you about it, but I give away like the ending to the story. You gotta check out this book. I gotta check out the older books because if it's this good with the art being so damn good in the story, it was a fast read, but it was really good to read this story here. So definitely say check it out. If you guys read the other stuff, let me know what you thought about it. Next up, I want to talk about Daredevil, issue number 34. I really like this book. It was a little bit a different pace of a Daredevil story than what I was used to reading. It pretty much takes place a little bit after where the last issue left off. Daredevil's in Kentucky trying to find his book. It was a book of the serpent. These serpent men are like a cult inside New York. They're trying to pretty much take over all of New York. White supremacist type guys. They want like whitest right type stuff. Trying to take over all of New York. Try to get this book so they can't resurrect their serpent demon god or whatever. He's supposed to destroy the book, but he grabbed a couple pages for himself. When he grabs the pages, he goes back to New York, talks to Doctor Strange, asks him what these books mean. Doctor Strange has no idea what this is, and if Doctor Strange doesn't know what it is, it's gotta be pretty bad. So he doesn't know what it was. He says that it's pretty evil though. It's very evil. So you should have destroyed this when you had a chance to. What happening is the Jester is putting like all these different messages out inside New York, making people hate each other, all race, creed, just making everyone hate everyone. And Daredevil pretty much says he's gonna burn these pages, put out a big call over the satellite, so everyone inside New York can hear it, even like especially the Serpent guys. If they don't give up to Jester, he's going to burn these pages. And the guys pretty much give up to Jester. Daredevil has this other woman with him because she has to read the pages because, you know, he's blind. He can't really can't read stuff because he's blind, so. But she's there. She does something really insanely stupid. But honestly, the story is really good. The only thing that I didn't like about the story was that the art didn't seem to mesh well with the Daredevil story, but his Murdoch was too happy and sunny, and the whole book was just very bright and illuminated. But his Daredevil drawing was very well. It was very well drawn, but it was an entirely different story than what I was used to seeing inside the Daredevil comic books. In this comic book, you see Deadpool sitting on a rooftop, and when he's sitting on the rooftop, he's angry. He's kind of like a bitter merc. He's not very happy. He's trying to take down Matt Murdock, trying to take down Daredevil, and when he does, Spider-Man, the Avengers, they all show up. Even the Fantastic Four show up, stopping crime like they always do inside Hell's Kitchen, inside of New York, and Deadpool, keep saying Daredevil, like get those two names mixed up over and over again. But Deadpool is just, he's bitter there, and when he's sitting there, a healing factor guy shows up, and he pretty much, he's hilarious. First off, absolutely hysterical. So they're talking to each other. Deadpool cuts his head off. Puts his head back on. Thor shows up, throws down a lightning bolt, turns them both into ash. So they both turn to ash in one big pile. When they re-solidify, it's all Deadpool's body, but Madcap is in his head. So that's where the voice in his head comes from, is from Madcap. The story is freaking phenomenal. The art to it is really good also. I like the colors that he had inside of it. And I like the way everything just flowed together, like page to page. It was a super easy read, and you didn't want to stop reading it. You wish it would have been like a huge trade to read this entire story like this here, because the very ending of it, the ending of it was kind of sad. You felt kind of bad for Deadpool towards the end of it. I can't tell you what it was. I never tell you guys what it was, but definitely check out this annual. If you haven't read any of the other Deadpool comic books, this could be a good first one for you guys to read. Alright, I know I said I was going to do a Superman Wonder Woman issue also. This is it, Superman Wonder Woman issue number 3. This comic book, I know I said in my last review that I wasn't going to like this comic book. It was going to be terrible. I wouldn't even keep reading this thing afterward, because the whole thing about Superman and Wonder Woman being a couple is a complete abomination. How wrong I was about this story. First off, the art is just beautiful. The art is just wow. Absolutely good. Really good. Dude like captures the essence of Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman very well. It's a really good story. You see, first off, Superman sitting on the moon, because apparently in the last issue he was hit by Apollo. Apollo had this sunbeam that he hit Superman with. Superman felt extremely supercharged. So he had to sit on the moon to calm himself down pretty much. So he's calming down and talking to Bruce at the same time, talking to Batman. And while Batman's in a watchtower, and he's pretty much talking about, should he be with Diana, should he not be with Diana, like, is this relationship too much for him? He has like the mindset of a simple farm boy, but he has the power of a god, and he knows all this. And Bruce pretty much says to him, like, I wouldn't be doing this with you if I didn't trust you. If you didn't grow up on Earth as a human, if you didn't think like how we did, I wouldn't be doing all this with you. So I trust you. I think Diana trusts you. Just, you gotta believe in yourself and trust yourself also. And while they're having a talk, Diana's having a talk with one of her warrior sisters inside of a mall, because she's shopping for Superman's Christmas present. It's very quaint. It's a good story. If it was any other character, say like Maxima, I would have been extremely happy to read this comic book. If it would have been Superman and Maxima together inside a relationship, I would have been very happy to read a story like this here. That would have been a lot more interesting than Superman and Wonder Woman. But it gets better inside of it. Superman and Batman are still talking. The alert goes off. And alert is that someone's in the desert causing trouble. Like animals are dying and stuff like that. You see this guy wearing Kryptonian armor. He has salt and pepper type hair. Had a beard going on. Some of you guys may see where I'm going with this. But he's flying around. He gets encountered by the Justice League of America. Martian Manhunter, Hawkman, Vibe, Steve Trevor. They show up, talk to him. It's like, hey, we gotta talk to you. You gotta calm down. You're doing too much stuff right now. The guy pretty much snaps out. Vibe shoots a beam at him. When he shoots that beam at him, guys, he goes even more berserk. Martian Manhunter shoots laser eye beams at him. When he shoots those beams at him, it's all sand around where he's at. So it's glass, just a case that's all around him. The guy breaks out, beats the living hell out of John Jones. Martian Manhunter just gets his ass just handed to him completely. Hawkman bashes him in the head. When that happens, Wonder Woman shows up after that. Tosses her magic lasso around him. He says that his name is General Zod. He escaped from the Phantom Zone, and he's looking for his wife Fiora. I've already told you too much about the story, because honestly it gets a little bit better after that also. Read this book. I was wrong about this book. I ate my words. Like I said, I might have to. This is a really good story. I'm very surprised at how good this story is. Alright. My last comic book I want to talk about is going to be Batman Superman issue number 5. Yeah, the art's stupendous inside this story here. At the beginning of this issue, you pretty much see Mongol holding up Batman's like dead body, just holding him up, lifting him up right in the air, hole right through his chest. Batman's completely dead. You see later on these little sprite characters are just hanging around. They're all playing a video game, so you think that Superman and Batman inside this video game. Superman later on shows up, starts wailing away on Mongol. He knocks him 2 miles away, maybe more, across the ocean. He goes to cater to Batman to see if he's alright. Of course, he doesn't hear a heartbeat, knows Batman's dead. The kids are talking back and forth about how like, this is the coolest game ever. I got some more HP, I got some more experience, he got new techniques. Batman comes back to life with these nanites inside of his body. He now has the ability to fly. He has laser eye beams just like Superman does. They have to go around saving people because it's not a video game, it's actually real. The kids are just like controlling these people. This is all some one big master plan that Mongol has, and I'm not going to tell you what the plan is because from what I've seen, it's pretty damn phenomenal. And it kind of like caters to how we are in the world right now also, because Batman gets in swarm with the gamers' emotions. So, yeah. It sounds really good, because it is really good. You gotta check out this comic. Let me know if you guys want me to read anything else, anything new, anything old. On my next video, I want to talk about Taskmaster, issue number 1. Until next time, you guys be frosty.